Hey guys, hey everybody. Hey, it's Lee Godbold, Junk Removal Authority. Check us out at junkra.com. We are the junk removal industry's leading provider of search engine optimization, Google Ads management, contact center service, where we actually book your jobs on your behalf, and website builder, plus consultants for the junk removal industry. Working with over 100 companies every single month throughout North America. We'd love to help you out as well. And if you guys are brand new to the business, you're looking to get into it, we have a great franchise alternative. Instead of going out and franchising, you get the same great support, the same great manuals, the same great employee training or the employee manuals, ongoing consulting, ongoing support, initial training, and all that good stuff through our business package at a lower upfront cost and no long-term commitment. It's kind of cool. So that's junkra.com. What we're talking about today is when should you spend more money on Google Ads? So you've been out there, you've been doing Google Ads for a while. You think it's working. Hopefully you know it's working, but you think it's working. And you want to get busier, but you haven't started increasing your spend on Google Ads. So there's a good chance if you want to get busier, there's a great possibility all you got to do is go out and spend more money on ads. So when should you do that? There's a couple things you need to know in order to make that decision. Number one is, what is your average income per job? So let's say you earned $10,000 and you did, we'll say you did 25 jobs. Your average job income at that point is $400 per job. So just give you a little background information. The junk removal industry as a whole, your average mom and pop professional junk removal company, so that's not necessarily just a guy in a pickup truck and trailer. That's a locally owned professional junk removal operation. Throughout North America, the average is $280, or throughout the US, the average is $280 per job, average income. The average income for your typical franchise is anywhere between $350 to $400. So that's $70 to like $120 difference. That is huge. That's one of the reasons the franchises grow at the rate they do. So first, know what your average job income is. Then you need to know your average expense per job, your average gross expense per job. So that's going to be your fuel to get on the job site. That's going to be your labor, both the drive time to and from the site, as well as the labor involved for you to load everything while you're on site. Your disposal fees, how much it costs you to get rid of those items. Your vehicle wear and tear, and your tools and supplies, your trash bags, brooms, Sawzall blades, stuff like that, that are going to get used and broken throughout the normal course of operations. You need to know, and there could be a few other odds and ends for your particular company, but those are going to be your main ones. So take out all those average expense. What you need to do is look at your monthly P&L. You'll figure out your percentage expense per income, and you factor that in on your average job. So let's say you get on there, your average job is $400. Your average expense is $250. That means you have an allowable acquisition cost of $150. That means you can spend up to $150 to acquire a customer and break even. Anything under that is a net profit. Anything above that is a net loss. So when it comes time to raise up your Google Ads budget, you first need to make sure that you're actually making money on every single job. Because if you're not making money on every job, if you're actually losing money on every job, and you increase the amount you spend, you get more customers in. But the problem is, the more customers you get in, the more money you lose. So if you're brand new in a market and you have a cash reserve, that's not a bad strategy. You're not going to have any previous clients. There's going to be no referral business. There's going to be very little organic business. So there's a chance the first 3 to 6 months you operate, you actually lose money while you're gaining market share. But you have to understand how much money you can afford to lose. You got to understand your burn rate, how much money you're losing per month, and how much money you have left. And then you're going to figure out when you're going to run out of money. So before that point, you must get to the point where you make money for every single job that you do. And in all honesty, that can be within the first month or two of operation. That's not uncommon. Sometimes the first month you make money, you're profitable. We've seen a bunch of people that that's the case. So when should you increase your Google Ad spend? Well, first, what is your customer acquisition cost currently? So let's say you're spending $2,000 on Google Ads, and let's say from that $2,000, you got 20 jobs. That means your acquisition cost is $100 per job. That's not uncommon for the junk removal industry. So $100 per job is how much you're spending to acquire a job. Your allowable acquisition cost, in this case, for this example, is $150. So there's a chance it's probably going to be higher than that. If you're on the truck, it's probably $200. But let's just say in this case, it's $150. That means on every single job you do, you profit $50 per job. All right, let's say your income is currently $10,000 per month. You'd like to increase that income to $20,000 per month. Can you do it just off of Google Ads? Possibly. The next number you need to know is your search impression share percentage. So go on Google and find through the Google Ads tool, you'll be able to see your search impression share percentage. If you're currently at 50% and you want to double your business, there's a good possibility all you have to do is double your ad spend. So that means 50% search impression share. That means that out of everybody that searched, you were eligible 50% of the time. The easiest thing to do without making any ad modifications at all is simply go in there and double your ad spend, and theoretically that doubles your revenue. But there's a key word I just mentioned right there, that's theoretically. You probably don't want to double your ad spend right off the bat. You probably want to make incremental changes of about 15% at a time. So if you're currently spending $2,000, bump that up 15%. Watch your numbers over about a week to 2 week time frame, say a 2 week time frame, and see if your income went up 15%. Now, is that actually, see if your job acquisition costs went up. That's what you're going to be really, really watching. It's not bulletproof because the 2 weeks you chose could have been 2 really, 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 really busy weeks, and all of a sudden you think it's working really, really well, and it's not as good as you think. Or it could have been 2 really, 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 really slow weeks, and you think, well, shoot, this isn't working. So it's not an exact science, but as long as the numbers average out, continue on that path. If you spend 15% more and in 2 weeks you haven't seen what you want to see, let's say things have gotten worse, leave it where it's at, wait another 2 weeks. If it's still hasn't really improved, wait another 2 weeks. And at that point, after about 6 or 8 weeks, if you haven't seen an improvement, there could be something else going on that you have to dive into the campaign. But theoretically, you should have seen an improvement within a few weeks, maybe 4 weeks or 6 weeks, and then you make another 15% increase. Guys, none of this stuff is fast moving. This is a mistake I made plenty of times in the past. Very, very impulsive. That's not, a sophisticated business owner is not impulsive. A sophisticated business owner knows that a 4 weeks or 6 weeks of testing this out, whether it goes well or goes poorly, is not going to make or break your business. Investing 4 weeks or 6 weeks of time to try and improve your business is worth whatever potential downside you might go through. So the answer is raise up your budget only when you know the numbers we just talked about, only when you're sure that you're profitable in every job, and only when you have a way to track if it's working or not. If you do that, you're going to make Google Ads work for you. And guys, remember, the power of Google Ads is long-term, is lifetime value. You got great clients. There's no better client other than maybe organic client that's just as good than a Google Ads client. They don't negotiate as much on price. They appreciate value. They leave Google reviews because they found you on Google. They refer you to other people. They reuse you again. The 3 R's: repeat business, referral business, and reviews. That's the key. That's how you grow an exponential business. That's how you get off the truck. That's how you take a month-long vacation and you come back and your business is still running just as well when you get back as when you left. Guys, I got a business now, Junk Doctors. I got a hell of a partner, great partner in Christian Fowler running that business. I don't do, last year I said I worked between 2 to 5 hours a week on Junk Doctors. It's been 3 weeks since I've done anything at all and look at a financial statement. That thing every single month, it gives me a 6-figure income not every single month. It gives me a 6-figure income throughout the year, and without me having to work on it. And it allows me, and well into these 6 figures, it allows me to then work on my second business and my third business, which is Junk Removal Authority, providing consulting and marketing services to you guys, and especially Truck Bodies, which builds truck bodies for the junk removal industry. Junk Doctors fed the money in. it gave me the time to build those businesses. Now both those businesses make money, and I've got 3 income streams going in. You need to find a similar way to do that. Build your business up over a few years where you can do that same exact thing. Then you can start another business or a related service. Maybe it's carpet cleaning. Maybe it's expanding to another area. Maybe it's moving. And all of a sudden, you're going to build this thing up. You're going to get into you're going to get up into the upper 6 figures of income, eventually 7 figures if you stick with it, you keep doing that formula. Google Ads is a great start to get you there. We'd love to help you, whether it's consulting, marketing, get in business, or whatever. JunkRA.com, 919-617-1975. Again, guys, I'm Lee Godbold. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching these videos. Please subscribe if you like it. Hit that bell to get notifications when we post a new video. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Let us know what you think. Thanks again, guys.